Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Hazlina and my friend. So for today, our group will make a presentation for a URL-based phishing website detection using artificial intelligence that we call PhishSentry. Before we proceed, I will introduce our team member first, which is me, Famizuddin bin Cik Samsudin. My matrix number is 207718. My team members, Hazman, Mikael, and Fauzan. So let's start with our introduction first. So, phishing attacks are a common type of a cyber threat where malicious individual or group pretend to be a legitimate organization or individual to deceive a user into revealing sensitive information such as password, credit card details, or personal data. These attacks typically occur through a deceptive email, instant messages, or fake website that imitate trusted entities. Phishing attacks exploit human trust and can pose significant risks to individual business and overall digital security. Our project focused on the development and implementation of an advanced email URL detection system to combat the proliferation of fake websites employed in phishing attacks. These attacks often rely on the use of deceptive email communication that contain URL leading to counterfeit websites designed to appear genuine. Our project aims to detect and flag suspicious URL within website, enabling users to identify and avoid potential phishing attempts. The ultimate goal is to enhance online security, protect users from falling victim to these deceptive tactics, and contribute to the overall defense against phishing attacks. So this is type of dangers that we encounter when the phishing attacks occur. Firstly is identity theft. Secondly, financial loss, and lastly, malware distribution. So this is the scenario that may related to our project. John, a busy professional, received an urgent email from his bank informing him that there has been a suspicious activity on his account. The email instructs him to click on a link to verify his account detail and prevent any unauthorized transaction. Without thinking twice, John clicked on the link and redirected to a web page that looks identical to his bank's login page. He entered his username and password as prompted, believing he is taking the necessary step to secure his account. The webpage he entered his credential into was a clever imitation designed to steal his sensitive information. The hackers behind the phishing attack now have access to his bank account details. So next, I will pass to my partner for the another part.
Hi, my name is Fauzan bin Shairuddin and my matric number is 212217. And now I will talk about the potential problem that may happen when making the project and tell briefly about the algorithm used in the phishing detection. For the potential problem is phishing site origin management and administration are all determined by host feature. We can learn more about the where, who, and how of such malicious website by analyzing this feature. The who's properties are one important feature. They provide useful information about registration update, expiration date, allowing administration and users to be distinguished from one another. Phishing URL are frequently removed repeatedly, and the registration date are typically later than those of legitimate website. Additionally, IP address are included in the host name of a significant number of phishing URL. The geographical property which reveal the continent, state, or nation associated with the IP address are an additional relevant feature. This attribute can be analyzed and used to track classifier with machine learning technique, allowing for extraction of lexical feature and identification of phishing and binning website based on the host and page-based attribution. So now I will talk about the solution or algorithm that may be used. First is random forest. Random forest is a powerful algorithm used for phishing website detection. Preparing the data involves creating a label dataset and extracting relevant feature from it. For model training and evaluation, the dataset is divided into training and testing set. The most instructive attribute can be identified through feature selection and ensemble of decision tree in construct to train the random forest model. With each tree making prediction based on the subset of feature, model performance is evaluated using evaluation metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, the F1 score, and ROC analysis. Based on probability or score, a threshold is set to classify website as legitimate phishing. The model is applied to new website in real time, and those that exceed the threshold are flagged as the potential phishing attempt. The algorithm can be improved or monitored continuously to better adapt to changing threat. In general, random forest is useful tool for identifying phishing website and protecting users from online fraud. The second one is NLP, or natural natural language processing, is utilized in phishing detection to analyze textual content and language pattern. It involves pre-processing the text, extracting meaningful feature, analyzing email header and URL, performing sentinel analysis, and employing machine learning algorithm for classification. And LP enable the identification of suspicious keyword, misspelling, impersonating attempt, and emotional manipulation technique commonly used in phishing attack. By continuously learning and adapting to evolving phishing strategy, an NLP-based model provide a real-time detection and enhance organization ability to safeguard user from fraudulent scheme. Now I will pass to my teammate to tell more about the solution technique.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening. So my name is Azman Haris bin Halibi, geometry number 210373. So today I will going to explain about our solution. So as you can see before, we have choose two artificial intelligence algorithm, which are machine learning and NLP. So we will discuss it a little bit further about what these two are. Okay, first of all, machine learning. Okay, as you can see in the screen, machine learning is a artificial intelligence algorithm that focus on development of the algorithm and models enabling computer to learn and make prediction without explicit programming. So it involves analyzing large volume of data to identify pattern, extract meaningful insight, and make accurate prediction and classification. So basically, technique has been widely applied to various domains, including cybersecurity, where they play a crucial role in detecting and mitigating threats such as phishing attacks. So this is what we are going to do in this project, which is as you already know, phishing detector. Okay, phishing detector. So okay, see, phishing is very bad idea, bad practice. It's a malicious practice wherein attackers they attempt to deceive individual or organization into revealing sensitive information, such as looking conditional, financial detail, or by masquerading as trustworthy entity. So all of this is done by apa? By sending a fraudulent email or message containing URLs that direct unsuspecting user to Malaysia website designed to resemble legitimate one. So this is what we mean phishing. So the phishing is a parameter of operators to protect user from falling victim to this attack and to secure sensitive information. So basically, in our project, we will we will copy the URL and paste the URL in the URL in the that program, and then they try to scan whether this URL is legit or not. So machine learning is very helpful in this scenario. As you can see, it can do data collection and mean that it can collect data, compromise of data set comprising both legitimate and fake URL. It also can do visual extraction, which it can extract apa feature like domain related feature, URL subject feature, URL line. You also can do data preprocessing and model training, which is train the AI and they evaluate the AI by giving score. Also, we usually can be testing and development deployment. So in our project, we use random forest algorithm. So basically, in random forest, a collection decision tree is trained on the difference of set of data, and each tree is independently made prediction. So the final prediction is then determined through a voting averaging mechanism where the prediction with the most vote or the average of the prediction is taken as the final output. So this assembler approach help improve the accuracy and the robustness of the prediction. Okay, so in a nutshell, so machine learning is provide a robust effective approach to for detecting fish ad, and by leveraging the large data set, fish extraction and all the fish or the process that I mentioned earlier, they can they can what? They can distinguish between legitimate and malicious URL. So therefore they contributing to the protection of user and sensitive information. So the continuous improvement of the machine learning and conjunction with the constant evolution of the fish technique represent a promising avenue for enhancing cybersecurity in the face of ever-growing threats. So this is very good for the business as well. Okay. So second is natural language processing, so also known as NLP. So NLP is an AI that focuses on interaction between computers and human language. It comprises a range of techniques and algorithms designed to enable computers to understand, interpret, and generate natural language data such as text or speech. NLP play a crucial role in various applications, including machine intelligence, sentiment analysis, text summarization, chatbot, and question answering system. So what can does this algorithm do with the detecting phishing errors? So NLP can also play a role in detecting phishing error by analyzing and suitable information from the text associated with the error. While the NLP is primarily focused on offensive human language, it can be applied in the context of phishing error detection as the following ways. So this is how NLP can do with detecting phishing URLs. First of all, it can do text analysis. Yes, indeed, text analysis. So NLP technique can be used to understand the shape of URLs, such as web page title, description, and content. This is just example. So by studying the feature, we can know that whether the text is like a scam or not, like phishing or not. Okay. So that is content comparison. So NLP can be employed to compare the content of a suspicious URL with the non-phishing template or phishing template. Usually, when attackers give up their phishing URL, they usually use the same template for the messenger. Like I think there's a what you can say. There's similarities when of that message. So that's why NLP can do this content comparison to know that whether this text has been used many times before. So that's basically a content comparison. And the third one is social media analysis. NLP can be applied on social media posts or message that contain right, but examine the language and sentiment of person is post and NLP can identify species and that be shared as part of phishing campaign. Additionally, statement analysis can help detect that are being promoted with deceptive and malicious. So basically, like apa when the LLP can detect the Twitter whether that Twitter is angry, sad, or happy. So this can also be applied to the phishing detector. We mean that they can analyze whether the text is very legit or very malicious. So the last thing is lane analysis. So LLP technique can be used to analyze the text associated with hyperlink or anchor text within web page. So by examining the content and language used in this link, LLP algorithm can identify pattern indicative of the phishing attempt. For example, if the anchor text of the applicant content misspelling or consider example of legitimate website with one variation, it may indicate a phishing URL. So basically, link analysis is like when they scan the link and detect that there's some spelling error or anything like very strange, so it may be a phishing URL. So NLP can also helpful to the phishing detector as it can understand wide range of technique and algorithm that enable computer to do process and understand the language. Through tests like test pre-position and all of them tests that I mentioned before. It can also help to interpret text to data and yeah, protect our traditional from the phishing side. So I guess that's all for me. I will pass it to the next presenter. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Mikhail Adil Shah bin Hazan Shah, and my matrix number is 213367. And I will be presenting on the solution development of this project. So our project includes a web application interface where users are able to input a URL of their choice and check whether or not the website is a phishing site or a normal site. As you can see, once the user entered the link for Google, and if they click on the check here button, a percentage of the URL or link safety is displayed, followed by a button that redirects the user to the link that they entered. If a link that the user entered has a high probability of being a phishing website, it will display the probability of its unsafety. Yes. Next is the project structure. For our project, our overall project structure includes directories such as pickle and static. The pickle directory contains the model.pkl file, which is the serialized form of the trained model. It stores the trained model object for later use without retraining. Next is the static directory. This directory holds the static files for the web application, such as CSS style sheets. The styles.css files within this directory defines the styling rules for the HTML templates. For the templates, this contains the HTML templates used for the web application, such as index.html, which is the main template that defines the structure and the layout of the web page. Then the most important one is this Jupyter notebook file, which contains the necessary code and explanations for the project's data pre-processing, model training, and evaluation. It serves as the comprehensive documentation of the project's development process. Then we have the app.py, which is the Python file that contains the code for the web application's backend. It handles the routing, request handling, and model prediction. Next is the feature.py. This Python file likely contains the code for feature extraction and pre-processing of the input URL data before feeding it to the model for prediction. For this project, we also include phishing.csv, which is a spreadsheet file that contains the dataset used for training the model. It includes URL features and class tables for phishing and non-phishing URLs. So this is the phishing URL detection Jupyter notebook. So this notebook contains the steps demonstrated, which is loading the data, familiarizing with data and EDA, visualizing the data, splitting the data, training the data, and comparison of the model. Before we proceed with loading the data, we first have to import the required libraries in order to not encounter errors when running the program. So this is the first step, which is loading the data. The dataset sourced from Kaggle, which consists of over 11,000 website URLs. Each entry in the dataset includes 30 parameters related to the website, along with a class label indicating whether the website is a phishing website or not, denoted by 1 or -1. In total, the dataset contains 11,054 samples and 32 features. This dataset can be downloaded from the provided link above. Next is familiarizing with data and EDA. In this step, few data frame methods are used to look into the data and its features. For example, the data.info. This will display all the data columns, which is the 32 columns for all the necessary information needed in order to understand whether the URL given is a phishing website or a non-phishing website. Next, we can visualize the data. Visualizing the data is very important as it allows us to better understand the plots and graphs that are displayed in order to find how the data is distributed and how the features are related to each other. Next is splitting the data. In this project, we will split the data into two sets, which is the training and test sets. This split is done in 80-20 ratio. So this is the Python code for splitting the data set into dependent and independent features. Once the data has been split, we can then build our model and train it. So in this section, we will focus on building and training two models to detect phishing URLs, which is random forest using machine learning techniques and recurrent neural networks, otherwise known as RNN using natural language processing approaches. The metrics considered to evaluate the model performance are accuracy and F1 score. Accuracy is a widely used metric that measures the overall correctness of the model's prediction. It is calculated as a ratio of the number of correct predictions to the total number of predictions made by the model. In the context of URL phishing detection, accuracy represents the percentage of correctly classified URLs, phishing or non-phishing, out of the total URLs. The F1 score, on the other hand, is a metric that combines precision and recall into a single value. It provides a balanced measure of a model's performance. It is particularly useful when the data is imbalanced or when the data set is imbalanced or when both precision and recall need to be considered simultaneously. This is the Python code in order to build our model and training. The first one is the random forest classifier. This classifier is a machine learning algorithm that utilizes an ensemble of decision trees to make predictions. Random forest is known for its effectiveness in handling both numerical and categorical features, making it suitable for a wide range of classification tasks. Next is we can compute the accuracy, F1 score, recall, and precision of the model performance for the random forest. As you can see here, it displays the accuracy for the random forest. Then we can compute the classification report of the model, which displays the overall precision, recall, F1 score, and support for the model. Next is the recurrent neural network classifier. This RNN can be used as a classifier to analyze and make predictions based on the sequential nature of the URL text. RNNs are a type of neural network architecture that excels at processing sequential data by maintaining internal memory of hidden state. This is the code for random neural networks, recurrent neural networks. Similar to random forest, we can display the accuracy and the overall precision, recall, F1 score, and support for this classification model. Then the next step is to compare both models. In order to compare both models, a data frame is created. These columns of this data frame are the lists created to store the results of the model. Then we can display the total result in sorted, where we can see that random forest is more accurate with a 0.96% accuracy score compared to the RNN, which is 0.3%. For this project, we decided to combine both models into one model as it allows us to have a better accuracy score in order to provide users with an overall accurate results when deciding to check whether their URL is a phishing or a normal website. So to combine both models, we use voting classifier with the voting parameter set to solve. This ensemble approach allows us to leverage the strengths of both models and improve the overall prediction performance. After we combine both models, we can check the accuracy score, which is 0.967, which is an overall really good score for this model. I will demonstrate the program by running the program. So this is the web application for our project, which is PhishSentry, and URL-based phishing detector. So users are able to enter a link and check whether their website is a phishing website or not. As you can see, the website that the user has entered is 74% safe to use, and the user can enter the continue button, which allows them to redirect to the link that they've entered. Next, when a user enters a non-secure website, such as this one, if we click the check here button, it will display that the website is 70% unsafe to use. And it still allows the user to continue with this button here. So you can see this website is doesn't really work. So it displays 70% unsafe. So that is all from me. Thank you.
So I will proceed with our marketing strategies on how to market our product and how to attract the customers. So firstly is by utilize online communities and forums. So in this, we provide a platform for individuals with shared interests such as cybersecurity or online safety to exchange knowledge. We can establish ourselves as an authority in the field and build credibility for our URL phishing detector website. So we can engage in discussion and provide valuable insight, answer questions, and offer advice related to URL phishing detection. Secondly is free resource. Develop educational resources such as ebooks, checklists, and video tutorial. These resources showcase knowledge and emphasize the importance of URL phishing detection. Make them available for free on your website, but require visitor to provide email address is enabled to build an email list for future marketing effort. So after that is customer testimonial. By reach out to the satisfied customer who have used our service and ask them to provide a feedback on their positive experiences. So we can request a testimonial describe how our URL phishing detector help them identify and prevent phishing attacks. So we can highlight the benefits and effectiveness of our solution. So display this testimonial prominently on our website, preferably on the home page or dedicated testimonial page. So we encourage customers to leave review on our platform like Google My Business, Trustpilot, or industry-specific review site to boost our online reputation. So these are our features to attract our customers. Firstly is dual algorithm approach. This approach combines two powerful artificial intelligence algorithms such as random forest for machine learning and RNN for NLP. So by utilizing this algorithm together, we have significantly improved the accuracy and reliability of our phishing detection process. After that, the random forest algorithm excel at recognizing pattern and making prediction based on the complex data, while the RNN algorithm specialize in understanding the contextual meaning of text. This collaboration enhances our program ability to identify and flag suspicious URL, even though skillfully disguised by cybercriminal. Secondly is user-friendly interface, designed to be accessible to users with a varying technical background. Our program boasts a web-based interface that provides a seamless and straightforward user experience, ensuring that users can easily navigate through the program functionalities and access its features without any technical expertise. Our URL phishing detector program allows users to input URL with ease. This program rapidly processes the submitted URLs and provide instant result. This quick turnaround enables users to receive immediate feedback and take prompt action against the detected phishing case. Then I will pass to my member for another part.
Now it's time for the conclusion. The conclusion of the project is the project successfully addressed the problem of phishing attack, which pose a significant threat of to individual and organization. The result of the project showcase the effectiveness of the implement solution in detecting and mitigating phishing attack. The project outcome contribute to ongoing effort in enhancing cybersecurity measures and safeguard user information. By leveraging advanced technique, the project contributes to the development of robust and efficient solution in combating phishing threat. Now, this is all the resources that we use for the project. And lastly is the acknowledgement. We would like to sincerely thank everyone who has provided content for our blog on phishing detection. The assistance and knowledge have been essential to finishing this job successfully. The study could not have been complete successfully without the assistance, expertise, and cooperation of these people and group. We offer our profound gratitude for the service and acknowledge the essential help they provide. First off, we want to thank Fahmi for his important work on opening parts, which laid the groundwork for our investigation. We also thank Mikael for his extraordinary coding ability, which were essential in putting the phishing detection system into place. We also thank Hazman for his skill in developing the algorithm solution, which significantly increased the efficacy of our strategy. Additionally, we thank Fauzan for his effort in seeing possible issue based on situation, which help us fully comprehend the difficulty involved in phishing detection. We also want to thank everyone who contribute to the scenario and marketing strategy creation, since their work gave our study more depth and realism. Finally, we want to say thank you. We would like to take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude to Fahmi, Mikael, Azman, Fauzan, and everyone else who helped with this report. We are incredibly appreciative of the invaluable insight and assistance, as well as for their cooperation and skill, which were essential to the project's successful conclusion. That's all for me, I think.